I think LeBron is the greatest of all time. He is the perfect example of a basketball player. He has the physical makeup that nobody else might ever get. Right hand, left hand. You want to drive, you want jump shot. You want somebody that knows the playbook of all the coaches in the NBA. I've never seen a basketball mind get to meet up with such a dominant physical form ever before LeBron James. So understanding that and understanding accolades, I completely get it. It's just when you talk about how long it took to catch Jordan's record, Jordan took a couple years off within getting this record. I can't put anybody past Michael Jordan just because I'm more ranking on winning and how I felt having a player like that on my favorite team. So Jordan will always be my GOAT, but I totally understand the argument that happens. I think it's even more special that I got to play with LeBron and be a part of that conversation. People talk about it all the time, like, you guys are hating on LeBron just because they want him to be better than Jordan to everybody. And I think it's a great conversation, and I think LeBron, Kobe, Steph, all of them understand they have done their job, and we are supposed to have this barbershop talk about who is the greatest.
Okay, but you think Jordan is the greatest of all time?
Oh, yeah. I'm home right now in Chicago. My mom's still here. Yeah, Jordan jerseys everywhere.
Would you say that to LeBron? If LeBron said...
I've said it to LeBron I don't know how many times. I love LeBron. I love him. That's my guy. We did our job together. We got our ring. I've never changed my stance on the argument of it. I used to argue with Melo about stuff like this. I used to tell Melo he wouldn't be nothing if he didn't get a championship. It was just my motivation to him that is what matters. That is the only reason we are here. I don't know what makes you, get all jiggly as a little kid, but I'm like, that shiny championship ball is what we want, that Larry O'Brien.
Would you think?
I've still never seen a competitor like Michael Jordan. Again, somebody bringing the ball down that could palm the ball at any time, plays with an in and out package, goes right, goes left, jump off 1 foot, jump off 2 foot, get to his spots, have counters to everything, and be, so competitive that you make the all defensive team. And do it in the same year you get the MVP. I just with this guy, I just love the way it looked. I loved the way he commanded respect. I love the way he stayed out of the media. You never really knew what he thought, but you knew when he guaranteed we were going to win. There's a certain way that Michael Jordan did it that I'll always be overly opinionated for.
There's one uncomfortable truth LeBron James fans try to outrun every time the GOAT debate sparks up. The truth they deny the loudest because deep down, it stings. Even the men who battled alongside LeBron, who sweated with him, bled with him, and won a championship at his side, still point to Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. And the voice saying it wasn't a media personality or a Jordan loyalist. It was Iman Shumpert, a brother from that historic Cavaliers title run, a man who lived the grind from inside the locker room. He heard LeBron bark out commands, saw the insane discipline, witnessed the preparation and brilliance up close. He admired him, respected him deeply, even called him the most complete basketball player he's ever seen. But when the one question nobody can dodge came up, who's the GOAT? Shumpert didn't blink, didn't stall, didn't play it safe. He gave his answer without a second thought. Michael Jordan's name surfaced with the kind of clarity that ends all debate, as Iman Shumpert delivered an answer as sharp as a signature Jordan fadeaway. Jordan is the undisputed greatest of all time. Coming from someone who once shared a trophy ceremony with LeBron James, the praise carries weight far beyond nostalgia or hometown pride. Shumpert explained that he had never witnessed a competitor with Jordan's intensity, a level of drive that wasn't manufactured but lived every second on the court. Jordan didn't just challenge opponents. He overwhelmed them long before the opening tip, turning pressure into his personal weapon. And while LeBron stands as a brilliant blend of strength and basketball intelligence, a modern machine built to excel in any era, Shumpert's declaration underscores a simple truth. Jordan embodied competition itself. So when a former teammate of LeBron calls number 23 the true GOAT, the conversation doesn't continue. It concludes, Iman Shumpert's comments weren't a slight toward LeBron James. They were an honest reflection of what separates excellence from true dominance. He praised LeBron as the model of a complete basketball player, a rare blend of physical power, sharp instinct, ambidextrous scoring, elite passing, and leadership that commands respect. Yet Shumpert made it clear that greatness isn't defined by the tools you're given, but by how relentlessly you use them. And that is where Michael Jordan stands alone. Jordan played with a level of intensity that bordered on obsession, turning every game into a mission he refused to lose. While LeBron has redefined what longevity looks like, Jordan set the standard for absolute control and unmatched dominance, retiring twice at the height of his powers, only to return and reclaim the league both times. The argument becomes even sharper when you imagine the unbroken path Jordan could have carved had he never stepped away. LeBron James' towering list of milestones might look very different if Michael Jordan had never stepped away, because Jordan never played for numbers. He played for moments that reshaped the sport. LeBron's legacy is often tied to longevity and endurance, while Jordan's is defined by the impact he delivered in shorter, sharper bursts that changed the NBA's standards forever. That contrast is why even people close to LeBron hesitate to place him above Jordan. Jordan possessed a killer instinct that transformed talent into absolute control, setting a bar that remains untouched. LeBron represents the ideal blueprint of a modern superstar, but Jordan is the living proof of what true supremacy looks like. And in sports, the ultimate measurement is results. Jordan's 6-0 finals record stands as one of the sport's most unshakable pillars. 6 trips, 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs, with no collapses under pressure. Meanwhile, supporters point to LeBron's 10 finals appearances, but the question lingers: how much do 10 opportunities matter when more than half ended without the crown? LeBron James' 4-6 finals record tells a story that numbers alone can't hide. While Michael Jordan's legacy reflects a player who didn't simply reach the biggest stage, he shut the door on every challenger who stood there with him. LeBron's brilliance is undeniable. Yet the fact remains that he has tasted defeat more often than victory in the championship spotlight, a reality that complicates any claim to the GOAT title. Jordan's dominance extended far beyond those 6 perfect finals runs, 10 scoring crowns, 5 MVPs, and the legendary 1988 campaign in which he became the league's most unstoppable scorer and its most intimidating defender, winning MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in the same season, an achievement LeBron's versatility never quite matched. That is the heart of Iman Shumpert's message. He respected LeBron's physical gifts, his intelligence, and his control of the game. But when the conversation turned to winning, the ultimate measure in sports, Shumpert couldn't place him above Jordan. Jordan didn't just excel in basketball. He ruled it, leaving a trail of erased legends in his wake: Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, John Stockton, Patrick Ewing, Reggie Miller, icons of their era, yet all eventually became part of the long list of stars Jordan pushed aside on his climb to the top. That's what true, unshakable greatness looks like. In contrast, LeBron James' journey includes moments of heartbreak that continue to define parts of his narrative. The 2011 collapse against Dallas, the sweep by San Antonio, the Warriors' dismantling, and the 2014 finals unraveling. These aren't minor stains. They are roadblocks in the pursuit of immortality. Jordan's resume remains flawless because he never wavered under the brightest lights and never let the moment overwhelm him. His dominance stretched across both ends of the floor, earning 9 All-Defensive First-Team selections, 10 scoring titles, and the highest career scoring average the league has ever seen. That combination of offensive mastery and defensive ferocity is what makes his legacy feel untouchable. Michael Jordan's career average of 30.1 points per game stands as just one piece of a larger picture that defined his unmatched command of basketball. His fadeaway jumper, explosive first step, effortless hang time, and flawless footwork turned every possession into a puzzle defenses simply couldn't solve. Whether palming the ball to shift angles or attacking from any spot on the floor, Jordan dictated the action with complete authority. And while he led the league in scoring, he was simultaneously shutting down the top threat on the opposing side, a level of two-way control almost unheard of. His iconic strip of Karl Malone in the closing moments of the 1998 finals symbolized everything he represented, a player who didn't just perform under pressure but shaped history through it. Jordan hunted guards, smothered wings, and dismantled offensive schemes before they ever unfolded. He didn't merely put points on the board. He took opponents apart on both ends, possession by possession, until nothing remained. LeBron James, despite his rare athletic gifts and remarkable all-around skill, never authored a season where he stood as both the league's most dangerous scorer and its most intimidating defender at the same time. His defense has been sharp, strategic, and often elite, but it never carried the suffocating edge Jordan used to smother opponents night after night. That contrast is why Iman Shumpert, someone who saw LeBron's greatness from up close, still spoke of Jordan with unmistakable reverence, admitting he had never encountered a competitor like him. Jordan didn't just challenge opponents physically, he overwhelmed them mentally, turning every possession into a test of resilience. His offense wore you down, and his defense finished the job, leaving no space to recover. LeBron's greatness thrives on balance, controlled, efficient, and consistently brilliant. Jordan's greatness thrived in extremes, excelling at the most crucial aspects of the game simultaneously, and doing so with a force that defined entire eras. Opponents may have respected LeBron James, but they feared Michael Jordan, and history always remembers the athletes who inspired fear. Jordan operated as a true two-way predator, a force of nature whose impact still shapes every generation that followed. Even his former rivals continue to describe him with a kind of awe, as if he were more legend than man. Iman Shumpert summed it up perfectly when he said he admired the way Jordan commanded respect without ever needing to dominate the spotlight. Jordan kept his distance from the media, spoke only when necessary, and carried a presence that said more than any interview could. When he told his team they would win, it wasn't motivation, it was certainty. That quiet authority, that ability to turn belief into expectation, marked a level of leadership LeBron never recreated.